Another rags to riches property investor story that got released on news.com a few days ago. I'm biting my tongue over here. Just let it go. Just let this story go. Because it's just another innocent advertorial of an innocent migrant man that moved to Sydney and bought multiple properties on $120,000 income. Well, to be exact, this migrant man came to Australia with $1,800 in his name and slept on the streets. Now he has 8 properties across 4 states collectively worth $4.5 million. Yikes. Just let it go. Don't roast this article. The man even put photos of his family on the advertorial. No, I cannot let it go because I spoke to my Vietnamese dad and he said to me, "Boy, do not let it go. You're not the Elsa, okay? Do the right thing, bad boy." And I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to call BS when I see BS. At least for you guys, the viewers' sake. So before we hit the drawing board, I want to say I'm not roasting the protagonist in this article because old mate over here probably paid 5 to 10k for this advertorial to be written, while this chick over here gets ching ching and goes, "Oh, don't worry, you get plenty of leads from this this editorial news headline." Let's dive into this article and look at the concoction of this cocktail BS that has been spun in this article. Let's go back to my last video's recipe when I broke down what is the ingredients that make a crucial advertorial BS story. I did mention you have to have the underdog story, then you have to have a battler where they're trying to fight against all odds, then they bought something and then it omits crucial information, and then 6 or 7 properties afterwards, they put in a plug. So to hit the first story beat of the underdog, we have a 21-year-old, $1,800 to his name, and things didn't come easy for this migrant worker. Our protagonist in this article used to work in Hungry Jack's. Suddenly, we go to Act 2 of the story where things turn around for him because he had a life-changing experience by doing 12 months of research going to investment seminars. And this is where he learned the tricks of the trade. And then on a $65,000 job, he got a second job. And just like that, he expanded his portfolio of properties in Queensland, where he purchased 2 more properties. Then my dad would ask, "Honey, what the hell the secret?" The secret is here. Old mate's secret is to access his superannuation, which he had $250,000. And he only moved in Sydney like a few years ago. And he was a baker. This cocktail of BS is getting very strong over here. He worked 2 jobs, $60,000 and $45,000. Compulsory super contribution back then was like 9.5%. And somehow he saved $250,000 into his super. 2 jobs, $60,000 plus $45,000 is $105,000. Compulsory super contribution is this much. This is this much per year. Instead, he had $250,000 in super. So through compulsory contributions, he would have worked 25 years. And old mate came to Australia when he was 21. Plus Miss Borg, the Spin King advertorial reporter, said 16 years. This cocktail BS tastes strange. Anyway, disregard that information. It doesn't really matter. Let's omit that information. His true secret is don't buy units. Buy property that has high land value. And must remember, you've got to work 2 jobs and don't sleep. According to old mate, it's not going to be easy to get the Australian dream. Investors should be ready for that. Finished off this concoction of cocktail BS I mentioned in my cliche recipe is the plug. Which conveniently shows up here because he was working as a baker, but now he's a real estate agent and property buyer's agent. According to Miss Book, after people read this beautiful article, this BS advertorial article, everyone from the country will be calling old mate for his services. After all, he did come to Australia with $1,800 when he was 21. If he could build $4.5 million of property portfolio and you're a bloody local, you must learn his secrets. Because he's a migrant. He flew over here from a third world country to Australia. And how'd you get here? Out of your mum's puss. While you're playing your Game Boy, he was working at Hungry Jack's, you entitled snots. Remember guys, if you want his family's secrets to building multiple property portfolios, you gotta pay him some ching-ching. Because at the end of the day, he needs to recover his costs from Miss Borg and their boss, news.com, for headlining his story. Now again, I'm not trying to roast the protagonist of this story. I'm just trying to highlight the BS from rags to riches. It's full of BS and omission of detail. Like, kudos to him. He has $4.5 million properties. Obviously he's a buyer's agent and, he wants to sell his service. Fair enough. I have no go about that. Just the way you got taken advantage by these advertorial reporters, which basically would not get you any leads. If you do get leads, I do hope you tell them the full truth of how you did it. Again, guys, jump in the comments, tell me what you think. I am sick of these type of stories. Either roast me or toast me. Am I being too mean? Let me know.